Yo, it's your boy Capital Don, aka Capology Facts. It's all about the fucking bars, you bitch. How y'all niggas doing, man? It's an early Sunday morning, fresh off of, man, it was a long night. I just tell you that it was a long fucking night. We just gonna get right. Well, give me a minute. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get my boy Roger in right now. Also, I'm wait for a couple of my co-hosts to call up. And speaking of one of them, bars none, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep, it was good. It was good.
Nothing, man. Enjoying this beautiful Sunday morning. You know what I mean? Got the loud popping, just ready to get things chop it up.
So last night, Close Combat Battle League, Toledo, Ohio, Money Talk event. There was a lot of things that was going on last night. Twitter was on lit because niggas were disappointed. First hearing Twork ducked before the live stream happened, and to certain things that happened in the live stream that we were seeing. Also, like the audio issues, and I'm gonna have Rogers on, and I'm gonna have him explain everything to the people. So welcome to Hold It Show again. How you doing, sir? Good morning.
Doing pretty good.
Okay. So let me say what I saw last night. Now, I'll let Roger do all the other details, but what I seen, like, far as the live stream. The live stream, it just like, I liked the visual. It was just the audio. We had a lot of audio issues. And what I could piece together, I didn't like the cipher. I didn't like the first guy that went. He was dumpster juice. The second guy in the orange, he was pretty lit. Then the girl, she dropped the ball, and then there was another dude that was reading off his phone in a cipher.
Stop it! Get the fuck out of here.
Facts. Marv won and questioned Cody. Look, the girl, she had to go run it back by 4 or 5 times, and then they cut the beat, and then she started spitting. I don't think she could. I think she couldn't. The beat that was on, that she couldn't rock with it. So,
that's just bad.
Yeah. So I seen all that shit, and then the dude that was all up in everybody's faces while they was doing the fucking cipher, he reminded me of one of these niggas out here that be doing that shit in the battles and shit. Like they really working the camera and shit. And I'm glad y'all got him his ass right out the way. I'm happy y'all did that shit. That shit was like, yeah, that nigga needs to go right there. That nigga right there in them shorts, he got to go.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Let's start with that, since you said that. So that guy, y'all not even gonna believe this, man. That guy was drunk. I don't know if you could tell, Cat.
No, he was drunk.
That guy was awesome. The guy that made all my flyers. The guy who made all my promos. The guy who made all the sniper beats. That's not me.
Hey, who's taking out the trash and shit? Like,
that's just me. I was sleeping.
All right, Roger, go ahead.
Yeah.
He made all your flyers.
Yeah, he made all the promo. He made the cipher beats. And the one outstanding factor, he's my brother. Blood brother.
Okay.
At my first event I ever had, acting a fool, man. So by the end of the night, he got put out. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see him no more.
That's pretty bad. I mean, you could see him on the stream too, like just besides even when he was in front of the camera. You know, you can see him in the crowd. You know, just saying stuff. So I don't even know what to say about that.
It's all good. And then
you
after
can't
all
answer
that,
for another grown man.
Yeah. He shouldn't be drunk. It's business time. This is not, there's a 1 drink minimum, my nigga. Like, to cut the edge off. Like, get the hell out of here. Can't be drunk like that when it's business time. You can't work a camera when you're drunk. It's what he was doing. It was like, bro, get up out of here. Yeah, nah. After that, I couldn't even hear most of the shit. You know what I mean? So the audio was really bad, and I was trying to get you to, I was just letting you know about the audios and shit. But
right.
the visuals was good. There were some people that sometimes they cut the scene to the crowd while they're rapping. There was a couple of instances like that. But far as the battles, like, it was so low. Like, I couldn't even watch it. I had to put my phone to my ear to at least try to hear the bars. You know what I mean? And it got to a point where it got lower, and then all of a sudden you hear all in my ear, nigga. I went deaf last night, nigga. Like, this shit was loud as fuck. So it was like, that was loud. When y'all spoke into the mic, we can hear you we can hear the person actually speaking to the mic very clearly. But then once the mic was down, it was like whatever ambient sound was gone. There was no sounds of the battle rappers. They was gone. And I was just like, wow, okay. So to get all that out the way, on top of that, before all that situation happened, let's start from the beginning for Roger. You break down from the beginning all the troubles and the things that led to your first event and the flaws and the way Twitter and people are like, they spazzing on you right now, my nigga. Like.
Definitely spazzing
go ahead,
on
I got
you. So
Harlem Fresh is on the line too, by the way. Harlem Fresh.
What's going on, Harlem Fresh?
Yo, holla at your boy. What's poppin'?
So,
chilling.
By the way, man, just so they know how serious I am taking this. I know I was just laughing, but that's all I can do at this point, man. It's just at that point. But
yeah.
So I've been up since 10:30 a.m. yesterday. I haven't been asleep for 24 hours?
Damn.
So even since I left the event, which was at like between 1 and 2 o'clock, and I took everybody to IHOP and paid for everybody, and then I took them all their hotels and everything, and I've still been up since then because after I did all that, I came home and I replied to all these crazy tweets letting everybody know the next pay-per-view event was going to be, and I'm just now getting done going through all those bashings right when you had messaged me to see if I wanted to come on the show. So I haven't been asleep for like 24 hours, so I'm definitely taking it seriously. So,
yeah.
Well, what'd you say?
I say, I appreciate you, man.
No problem, man. But yeah, New Jersey Twork situation. Part of it I can't disclose just because I just can't for legal issues. but part of it I can. So I didn't find out that New Jersey Twork was canceling until 4 p.m. the day of the event, which was yesterday.
4 hours before the event.
Nah, technically 2 because they're supposed to be there at 6, all the battle rappers.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are going to start seeing the stream at 8, but they would have to be there at 6. So technically it's 2 hours before he's supposed to be inside the venue. Pretty much saying something crazy happened. I'll call you in a couple of minutes. We can either reschedule the battle or I can give you all your money back. And like I said, this is at 4 o'clock. I never got that call, and I never called him either because I know I got busy doing the stuff with the venue. So he never called me. I never called him. Probably going to be calling him today, or at least texting him. 9 times out of 10, I will not rebook this battle, and that's because the reliability is gone. But not just for me, but from the people, you know. So if I set this up again, people aren't going to come to see him because they're not even going to believe he's going to be there, and people aren't going to buy the pay-per-view because they don't believe he's going to be there. So it's kind of like a lose-lose for me if I reschedule it. So we got that 2:30 a.m. August 20th. No, well, technically August 25th. So yeah, technically yesterday, 2:30 a.m. in the morning. You know, when everybody should be asleep. I got a phone call. I won't say who this was, but I will tell you I haven't. Saying, "Oh, I can't make it to a certain place. My train got delayed. I'm not going to make it." So, because I want to see the battle so bad, I booked an emergency flight for 5 a.m., which is about 2 hours. You guys good over there?
Yeah. Whoever's moving, loud.
I booked a flight for 5 a.m., which is about 2 hours after the phone call. I got an emergency flight. Now, if you guys know anything about an emergency flight, they beat you over the head because it's an emergency flight. Let's just say that. Not going to say how much I spent. Let's just say it definitely was an emergency flight type of price. So, with that being said, that was a really, really, really big setback for me because there's no more money in the budget. We're talking about maxed out budget. As maxed out as it can be. So, in order for me to even do that, I would have to take it from somewhere else. So, I said I could either take it from these people's money on the line, or I can just take it from the champion of the night. So that's why the champion of the night went down. So that's just to clarify that. I didn't really want to take it off the money on the line because technically that's in the contract. The champion of the night was out of the kindness of my heart. That was never even originally in anybody's contract. That literally just got brought up like a couple of weeks ago. So, and it wasn't even going to be a champion of the night because of how much money I had to spend, but we'll get to that later. So I booked the emergency flight for 5 a.m. That person got to a certain destination at 10 a.m., and then that person was going to drive from that destination to the venue, which is some hours, let's just say that. So when driving out, the vehicle broke down, so that right there messed up a lot for other guys too. So I'm just going to keep it at that. So essentially, that 5 a.m. flight was a waste of money. That emergency flight that I spent all that money on was a waste of money because that person took the flight, never was able to make it to the venue anyways. And I definitely, of course, I can't get my money back for it. So,
can I ask you this? You this? Why didn't you fly him straight to Ohio?
Because the emergency flight that I took this person to was already expensive, but the emergency flight to Ohio, you wouldn't even believe the price. It's like you look at it and you'll just go, you know what? Fuck that.
Hey, man, the price of these flights is out of control already. I can't even imagine what an emergency flight must look like.
I don't know why it was this much more, but we talking about like double the price to get them to come straight here.
Well, that's how it's set up. If you desperate, the system knows that. You know what I mean? If you desperate, they know you're gonna pay that. That's why the price is like that.
Well, nobody would have paid that. There'd have to be a really, 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 really crazy reason for what they wanted for that. And,
you know what I'm saying? That's the same reason. You know what I'm saying? You go to the grocery store. You go to the grocery store to buy a pack, to buy a pack of bologna or some shit. It's one price. If you go to 7-Eleven, it's right down the street. It's double the price. It's all about convenience.
Right, exactly. And New Jersey Twork just put out a post talking about he didn't no-show anyone. All right, but what was I saying?
All right, so there was another person that didn't come. Is he part of that entourage that got broke down?
That I won't say, but I'll let y'all can figure that in you guys' head. But yeah, essentially 4 battles were canceled because A-Dot couldn't make it, AQ couldn't make it, New Jersey Twork couldn't make it, Spencer J couldn't make it. So all of those people have opponents. So that's 8 battlers that don't get a chance to rap. So.
And that travel there.
Say it again.
And the artists that traveled there, their opponents was their opponents there, or did they go back home?
And that's another thing that makes me so bad because their opponents were there. So Ice Cold was there, 13-hour drive. Headache was there. Jay Burner was there.
Crazy.
Danger Zone was there. So they definitely were all there, just with no opponent. But so yeah, you're going from 8 battles to 4. So if any of y'all wondering why the stream started so late, we are very timely people at Close Combat. We only did that because there were only 4 battles. So and there are some other things that need to be taken care of that I would have pushed out of the way if there were 8 battles and it would have started at 8, with no question. But when that happened, we knew it wasn't going to be a long night. So then where we go from there? So I find that out, and I find this out about 6 o'clock, an hour before doors open, about the other 3 battles that won't be going down. So there we go, 4 battles out. So now we just got the Cypher, and we got Uzi versus KJ, Nadia Ali versus T-Mac, Payne versus Mr. Mills, and Chilla versus Born. Now, one thing I will say, pay-per-view wasn't great in the building. This was one definitely, and it sucks that it has to be portrayed the way it is on the pay-per-view. This was definitely one of the better events of the year. I even asked a lot of people that were there. I had a conversation with Jazz just to get her opinion. She told me, she goes, well, yesterday going off of the face-offs, I would have said this event was going to be a 5 out of 10. She said after it, I'm going to have to give it 8.5 out of 10. So it definitely was a great success in the building for the people that were there, even with it just being 4 battles. So then from there, the pay-per-view stream, we didn't get enough time to really test run it. And I blame myself part for that, because even when we did get a chance to test run it, it wasn't a test run to see the audio. For some reason in my head, me being new, just saw the video and went, oh, we good. So it was test running for about 30 minutes from 6 o'clock to 6:30 with just the video, not even checking that the audio went. So I just assumed everything was going to be good. So event starts. Obviously, you guys could see the camera was just rolling for about an hour. Now, originally, it was supposed to be on a certain stage. So when you guys seen the guys moving and all that, that's because we switched the area where we were doing it at to have it more of like a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually liked it that way better, actually, the way that we did it. Sound man, everything was on cue. The plan was to have lavalier mics on for the battles and the mics for the cipher. So the mics for the cipher, when it first started, the very first guy, it actually didn't sound too bad on pay-per-view. Now, in the building, that first guy mic sounded crazy, like it was distorted and everything. But once I got to like the second person, then it was fine. Jody Greasy was the guy that ended up winning that. He's actually from Toledo, so that was good. So then we get to the battles. Now, if you pay attention to the battles, they were putting on the live mics. I made the decision to come up and say, I don't like the way it sounds. Because in the building it sounded funny. But if you heard them talking on them, beforehand, before the battle started, you could hear pretty good. Was that the same for you two cats before they took the labs off?
Say that one more time.
Before they took the labs off, the lavalier mics, where they had the wireless mics on, that first battle, T-Mac versus Nadia Ali, and I remember I came up and I had them take them off.
I think you should have kept them on, because I can hear their. Well,
right.
Hold up. I can hear them, but it was still low. But it was louder than the rest of the battles with no mics.
Right, exactly. See, but that was the problem. I was going back and forth, talking to you in between the battles, going, man, well, what the heck can I do to fix it? So I'm thinking, just tell them, just talk louder, just not realizing that the labs are what you needed. And, I didn't really have that guidance. I was asking the audio guy. He's talking about, maybe it has something to do with the videographer.
Where was the audio guy at? Didn't you have an audio guy?
Say it again?
Didn't you have an audio guy there?
Yeah. That's the thing. So it was a back and forth. Oh, it's not my audio. We're what did you kept saying? He kept saying we're doing the house. So basically trying to point it to the videographers. So I don't know. It was back and forth, back and forth. What I'm thinking after watching this whole entire stream is that the way it was set up is that the I don't even know how to say it. All the sound was internally into every mic, if that makes sense. So when somebody talks on the mic, it was like internally into the camera. Why nobody told me that, or why they didn't know that, one of the two, I don't know why. That's just weird to me. Like, you guys should have known when I said, as soon as I went up there and I said, oh, go ahead and take these lab mics off, we're going to do it without the mics. Somebody should have been in my ear going, well, the sound is internally into the camera, and ain't nobody on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I didn't know, and that's why I was getting frustrated, because I couldn't explain it to you, because I'm not a audio sound guy like that. You know what I mean? And I knew it was something like, I felt like everything, like the DJ stuff, the mic, the hand mic, and whatever the soundboard they was doing the sound, the gunshots and the bullhorn and shit, the air horn,
right?
Whatever that was linked into, that's the audio for the battle should have been linked in that too, so we could be able to hear. It's like the camera wasn't picking up the sound. At least the camera can pick up the sound. You know what I mean? And it didn't have no ambiance in the background. If you notice from the difference between the champion face-off, you can hear everything that was in the background, all the ambience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This one, you couldn't hear nothing. Like, all that shit was drowned out, filtered out, and the battles when they was battling was filtered out.
Yep, definitely. So, yeah, I didn't know that they had everything, like, internally through those mics, whether it be the labs or whether it be the handheld mics. Things sounded much better on the pay-per-view when you had those. The boring battle sounded much better. All we would have had to do, if I would have known, had those lavalier mics on and turned them up. That's it. And we would have been good. Y'all
well, see, that's where the sound guy just dropped the ball, because the sound guy should know all that. He shouldn't have blamed it on the video guy. Him and the video guy should have got together and be like, hey, this is what it needs to be in so it can broadcast live. You know what I mean? So,
right. Well,
he dropped the ball also.
Yeah, now that you said that, I'm going to have to take it a step back. Now I understand, me being a new league owner, stuff is going to happen, but this is a lot of stuff, man. This is something I even forgot to say. So, the sound, man. I had a sound guy booked for 2 months for this event. He's been booked for 2 months, paid and everything, paid in full. 4 days before the event, he says he texts me and says he can't do it anymore. And now this sound guy knows the ins and out of this whole entire venue, been to it twice, knows exactly how everything works. 4 days before the event, and I got called for a tour. I can't do it anymore. So I had to call a new sound guy who didn't even get an opportunity to look at the venue before he came, and just showed up on the day of the event and had to figure everything out with the venue's shitty soundboard that they already had there.
Okay, so question. So the guy that you had before, he canceled 4 days before the event. Is that not breach of contract?
Say that again?
No, I was saying the guy the guy that you had booked, he pulled out 4 days before the event. You said he was paid in full, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a breach in contract, is it not? Because you paid him already.
Well, Soundman didn't have a contract. I say that probably was a drop on the ball on my side. But this guy, everything else I did had a contract, but he just didn't. This is like the most reputable guy in Toledo. If I call a sound person and they busy, they're going to go, oh, well, just call him. I call like 5 different places in Toledo, and they say, well, just call this person. And I'm telling them all, well, this is the guy that just fucked me. This is the guy that just canceled on me. So I'm not in business with him again, but everybody knows him now. But yeah, that really, really, really set me back because I didn't know what to expect with the sound guy. You know, I paid this top of the line sound guy, but at the same time, you know, he's going off of the soundboard that's there because he had me go to the venue and take a picture of it. And he said everything looked good, but you know, he couldn't predict that they were going to have a pretty beat up system.
So this reputable sound guy who basically left you out to dry, I mean, do you get a kickback on any of that bread that you spent?
Oh, he'll give me all my money back. I just haven't went to go pick it up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I've been so busy I haven't been able to pick it up. But if you text me and everything, told me I can come get it. Also, he does way better deals than most sound guys too. So the sound guys that I booked was like triple the price of him, the emergency sound guy. And that could be just because he knew he was an emergency sound guy.
Yeah.
So you had that going on. So which didn't work out too good, even having a good sound man. If he doesn't get a chance to look at that venue, he doesn't know what's going on. So showing up on the day of at 2 o'clock, he's from Michigan, so he had to drive like an hour and 30 minutes to get there. So audio issues will be fixed before our next event. But at the same time, these are things I really couldn't control with all this last minute stuff from the battlers, for the sound guys. Just a lot, man. A whole lot.
Yeah. So was there anything else that happened in an event that, you want to speak about?
Man, people, like I said, people walk in front of the camera. It wasn't just my brother. Other people was doing it. I had to have a drunk guy actually cut out.
Yeah.
Sometimes when that pay-per-view screen, sometimes they were panning the cameras. Like you said, when people were rapping, I didn't really like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that boom. I like when the boom was up. I like that angle a lot better. But I think it was that camera. If you're looking at it, if I'm looking at the screen, whoever was on that left-hand side where the VIP was, it looked kind of crazy too. But other than that, that boom, that was pretty dope. So.
You're talking about the rig.
Yeah.
I think you are. Yeah.
That type angle.
Yeah, I had somebody inbox me, and they're like, "Man, your picture is like avocados, but your audio is low audio."
Right. Audio is trash. That shit was like, God damn, nigga.
Yeah, man.
But then I tried to watch it on playback. I haven't got to watch it back on playback. I hope it's not like how it was. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if it's like that, hopefully that actual camera picked it up. So I don't know. That's just gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that is the only thing that I'm really, really worried about, because this is some footage that people really need to see. If the battles come out good once I get this footage back, because they're still working on it for me. As far as sound goes, I'm not going to make people wait for a horrible pay-per-view event. I'm going to drop them fast. So.
Right.
If the audio is up to par, I'm just hoping.
Gentlemen, y'all have any questions for Roger?
No, I was just on Twitter just now, and I guess maybe almost an hour ago, Swave Seva went at New Jersey Twork, and was said he needs to be put on the restore order list. And Twork responded about 10, 12 minutes ago saying, basically just saying, talk what you know. I didn't know show, you should, how you going, blow up how another man make his bread and this and that and the other. So, to the public, it looks like a conflict. But, I mean, Roger already, he explained it, so. But people been going back and forth all day.
The big thing is, I don't know. It's tough because it's like, you did let me know, but it was at 4 o'clock on the day of the event. If you would have let me know the day before, I could have been honest with all my fans on Champion and told them that you weren't going to be here. And I wouldn't have had any really backlash, of course, besides the pay-per-view. So that's my only issue. I mean, he did say if I want the money back, he'll make sure he gives me every dime back if I want to reschedule it. So I don't know. It puts me in a tough situation because I really don't think I should reschedule it.
Nah, it's like damage. It's like damaged goods. You know, it's like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a used car. You know what I mean?
Right. True. But yeah, we're gonna get it right though, and I'm sure if you watched it, I told everybody right on there, the next event will be free pay-per-view for whoever bought it this time. You know, I do have detailed information from the emails that were used, so all of them will be sent the pay-per-view right to their email for the next event, and we're going to make sure we got that one right 100% with the audio before you put that out, because, you know, I want to make up for it. You know, most people probably wouldn't expect the league owner, expect them to just take the money and say, well, you bought it, but we're not doing that over here.
Did you ever consider doing a one-off with those two?
One-off with who?
With Twork and Danger.
Well, that was a one-off.
Well, no, I'm saying just setting aside, like making like just a feature with just them two, kind of like how Chilla and JC did it. You know what I mean? Just kind of like just one night, you know, main event kind of thing.
I don't know. I really don't know.
You know what I mean? Instead of just throwing the whole battle away, you know.
I hear Twork ducked in Black Ice.
That's actually tough. What I hear, I don't know if I want to say it on here, but from what I hear through the grapevine, is Smack actually blocked that battle.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's another story. Oh, you know what? I think I actually told you. Very similar to the situation I told you about the Philly situation. Only it was caught. Hey, hold on really quick. I got Jake Black on the other line, guys. Hold on really quick.
All right. Yeah. That shit's crazy. You only hear it on Hold This Up Radio, man. You know what I mean? I do get exclusives on my channel. Shit.
I'm getting a sneaking suspicion, man, that's happening more times than not, man. The bigger leagues is like blocking these smaller leagues, man. I'm starting to believe that more and more.
Yeah, because it's happening. It's happening, bro. We're seeing it. That's crazy. So now you know, you took the perception out on Twork that niggas ducking battles, and part of it's not even him ducking for real. So, I mean, he might get a pass for that one. In the long scheme of things, you know, you can say you didn't duck this battle, but you canceled 2 hours before the event. You know what I mean? Before that, you had a battle like last weekend, and you choked in your third. The weekend before that, you battled DNA. You didn't give a fuck about battling a legend that built this motherfucking battle rap shit. You didn't give a fuck. That's a legend on your resume. You might think DNA's corny, but that corny nigga beat shit down your leg. And you choked. He's choked 85% of his battles since he's been on URL and all other leagues. Reusing bars, DNA, he reused some bars that he battled. The fuck did he battle? He had his battle drop. I forget who he battled. He took some of them bars and reused it against DNA. He on here saying he don't give a fuck about the culture. I mean, I give a fuck about certain niggas. Fuck DNA. He ducked DNA. He's drunk all the time. So I mean,
I wasn't gonna mention his alcoholism, because I don't want to make it sound like, especially coming from me, if y'all know my background, I don't make excuses for any other people. But his alcoholism is in battle rap. It really can be a detriment. It really can, especially if it's openly admitted as it is with Twork. I'm not making excuses, but it can definitely play a part.
Right. But we've seen this before. DNA used to be drinking a lot. You know what I mean? I don't think he drinks as much as he used to. But he was still performing. He wasn't ducking. He wasn't running off on no bread. He battled.
Yeah.
I don't think it affected his bars. I think he just was like to drink a lot. So you really never really heard anything crazy on DNA when he was drunk like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it just depends how you handle it. Like if you let it affect your life, then like sometimes you got to step back and rethink what you going to do. Because you can't let it affect your life. It's good. I'm not knocking nobody for drinking and smoking, doing what they do, but you got to be a functional whatever you want to be. You want to be an alcoholic, be a functional one. If you want to be a weed head, be a functional one. You don't let it just take control. You know what I mean? I have my demons too. Shit, I smoke a lot, but I function. I don't let that shit control my life. You know what I mean? So. Especially when it starts fucking up bread and fucking up your networking. Then when it gets to that, then what you got left? So, Harlem Fresh.
Yo.
What are your thoughts, sir?
Oh, I was sitting here just listening to everything that's going on. And first things first, New Jersey Twork, you need to fucking check yourself into an AA meeting for a couple of months or rehab, and you need to sit the fuck down. I don't care what happened. It ain't my business what happened. All I know is that it's not the first time. You're a repeat offender, my nigga. Swave Sever said we need to restore order, and your name goes on that list. We need to motherfucking restore order. As far as close combat and Roger, my nigga, I'm not even going to tell you to hold the L for the event that didn't go according to plan, because it was out of your control, and certain things were in your control. Know what I mean? It's certain shit that you could have been more on top of. Know what I mean? I know, you was probably overexcited and in the moment. So, I fully understand that. So I'm not going to tell you to hold this L as in a loss, but hold the L as in a learning experience. You dig? That's what I'm going to say. Everything is a learning experience. Feel me? As far as the other niggas that didn't show, y'all fucking up shit. Know what I mean? Battle rap is a culture. It's an art. And you have to respect that culture and that art. I know we all go through certain shit, and we can't control everything that happens at certain times. But if you make a commitment to something that you consider to be a profession, take that shit serious, my nigga. Put forth your full effort. Keep that shit a stack, know what I mean? Fuck 100, keep it 1,000, nigga. Other than that, my nigga, it's a lot of niggas that's going to get on the shit list this year, and we ain't even reached 2019 yet. And I got a whole lot of rounds and a whole lot of motherfucking ammo. Oh, yeah. I'm coming. Trust that.
Bars. How you feel about everything?
I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of these battle rappers, man, like, they're getting these checks. They're getting the check, and then they say they'll write later. You know what I mean? and it's not too much passion. I feel, just to piggyback off what my man Harlem said, it's not enough passion anymore. It's just like how much what the check look like. Okay, I'll do it. It's not even about the opponent. It's not like, ooh, I can't wait to get in the ring and just take this motherfucker's head off. No, it's about what's the check look like. What's my hotel look like? What's my travel look like? You know what I mean? I really think, and I know it's not gonna work like this, but I mean, if the league owners, man, could come to some sort of agreement to restore order and say, look here, man, you do this bullshit, you sit down, and we'll think about picking you back up again. You know what I mean? And I think that'll get rid of a lot of this bullshit, because niggas will think about it first. They'll think about it first, like, okay, do I really want this battle? Do I really, really want this battle? And if not, then just turn it down. Because but if you want to do it, if you want to give the fans what they want, do the battle, get your check. But now it's about the check now. It's not really about the culture. It's not even about the battles no more. Niggas got managers, bro.
Hello?
They battling for like $700-800, and they got managers. You know what I'm saying? What's the manager for? I don't understand. Go in the ring and do your job.
Yeah, that's true. But we're gonna see if this New Jersey Twork thing is a hoax or not. I'm actually going to follow him up today. So you haven't seen me say once that he actually ducked or anything like that, because I really don't, confirm that. If I text him today and I say I want my money back, or talk to him on the phone, and he sends me my money, the contract is 14 days anyway. You have to send the money back. So, I mean, if he's communicating with me, no issues, he gives me my money back, then I won't bash him on Champion on Monday, because I will be on Champion Monday. So.
Yeah, that's the only thing he should be able to be doing. It shouldn't be. It should have already been in your account already, to be honest. If he didn't call you,
well, I haven't,
like you said he was going to.
I haven't told him what I wanted to do yet either, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. For me, this is crazy. Again, Harlem first said it. He's a repeat offender. I mean, the things that, and I've broken down like what I've been seeing this whole year of New Jersey Twork and his career on URL. And I think it's such like Star, he just got fame to his head, the alcohol issues, and just not giving a fuck, because he says it. It's out of his mouth. He can't be mad at me because I'm saying it, because I'm repeating what he said. In battle rap, you gotta give a fuck. I give a damn how corny DNA is. That's a fucking legend. I feel like he can be in the talkings of GOAT. I mean, battles he's consistent. He don't have that many losses. He's been doing it for years, from the beginning all the way to now. There's nobody really doing it like that. Arsenal, he battles the same, but he loses a lot. So, if you don't give a fuck about DNA, or you don't give a fuck about Danny Myers, then why do you even care about battle rap? Because it's just not them. You say that a lot. You don't care. DNA was the reason why he was on Summer Madness. Twork, you're the reason why DNA was on Summer Madness? Because that's what you said in the face-off. And what happened? You choked Jersey. I don't know, man. I don't know.
And I hate to say it. I mean, because even on Champion, are they really? I mean, no disrespect, but are they really gonna address it the way it needs to be addressed? I mean, one cat tends to, keep it 360, real all the way around. And one cat is, New Jersey Twork's biggest fan. So, how is it really going to go on Champion,
All right. Well, yeah, I hope people just call it like it is. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be, because right now we're at a point where we need to start, like we just seen the Mook and Avert, which just dropped, people. It just dropped today. So y'all it probably dropped early this morning. I woke up to notifications to it. So that's out. And we just seen so-called GOAT get on that stage and act like what we already see in battle rap today. So, and we just fresh off Summer Madness 7, choke 7. So we need to start restoring some shit because I'm getting tired of shit. Niggas are running off with Prez Mafia, you little critter looking ass nigga. You ran off on a check again, bruh. He got to go.
Yeah. And I've said that before. I've said this before. I don't know how he got back in the door. I have no idea how he got back in the door. I mean, since hip hop was created, man, that's like, one of the 10 commandments. Like that's commandment number 1. Thou shalt not bite. You know what I mean? Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even understand, like, how he got back in the door. That shit is unforgivable.
League owners, please stop booking these suspect-ass niggas to put on your platform.
Don't leave out B Magic.
Stop.
Don't leave out B Magic.
Please stop. B Magic, sir. If we're gonna do B Magic, we gotta do clean paper. There's a list.
Oh yeah.
There's a list.
But
so
hey, at least if clean paper don't show up, he'll do a battle for free. He did it for ARP.
Well, B Magic was just on Smack. He was just on Smack. Like,
yeah.
God. And that was after the whole wave of campaigning that Pray for St. Louis and B Magic. He bad people, and for like a couple of months. It's like, goddamn, bro. It's a lot. Bam, you already on that stage. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. I need to keep the same energy, man.
So we praying for New Jersey Twork?
Do what?
I said, so we praying for New Jersey Twork?
I mean, if you want to, I mean, I'm not. I mean, I was never sold. From day one, I was never sold. I didn't like the hype that he was getting. Like, he was just the next coming of the Christ. And his first battle, he choked. So I was just like, I see what the hype is about. He's something fresh. But if he don't get it together, then, you know what I mean? I let him get the next couple of battles, but I'm still haven't been sold. 85% of his battles. It's on record. Nothing I'm making up. It's on footage.
Yeah, I mean, can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
I mean,
can't argue with that. But I mean, but we can't. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's just like you said. I mean, we can't discount this man's skill level either. You know, I can't argue with the choke.
We can't. But he does. So why do I need to? Why do we need to? If he don't respect itself, right. Why do we need to respect it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's no bashing him. I hope he can come and get his shit together and be this face that he's preaching about. To be ordered to be a face, you got to be better than Tay-Rock, and you're not better than Tay-Rock. Your career, your resume is not better than Tay-Rock.
Oh, no, not by a long shot.
Tay-Rock hasn't been out here choking. He got bodied by Clips. He got beat by Sean. But did he choke? Was he stumbling? No, he built his shit. He was better every battle, and he earned that spot. So I don't want to hear that you're the best when you're not showing it. Like, you have your spurts, but you're not consistent with it. Like, you got this fame to your head, like, and I understand it because there's a lot of dick riders out here, man. But you're not the only battler that's got a lot of dick riders. You got Surf out here, Jersey in it, dick riders. Mook doing what he's doing, supposed to be the GOAT, dick riders. If he's the GOAT, we expect a whole different level of battle rapper on that stage, not what we see on a daily basis. And I'm going to reiterate that all the time. That wasn't GOAT status to me.
All right.
That wasn't GOAT behavior to me. That wasn't a GOAT battle rapper to me. I loved it that you rapped 23 minutes nonstop. You set the bar. You did set the bar on that one. That's GOAT-like. So I'm not going to bash you. That was GOAT-like. Because now, you other whack-ass battle rappers that be out here choking, you can't even go 3 minutes. We're going to have to do something with y'all niggas, too. To be dead ass. But, nah, man. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I ain't like the talking. I ain't like the talking through the rounds. I think that's what cut it off for me.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to end this. We're gonna tap in tonight. We're doing a bigger show tonight. 8:00. It's gonna be an hour earlier. 8:00. We're gonna have Hurricane Dew on. We're gonna discuss this A-Verb and Murder Mook battle. I want to get her opinions on it. Also, we're going to talk more in depth of this close combat.
Yeah, hopefully
so
I talk
once
to
I drop
today,
this shit,
so I can tell y'all what happened.
say again.
I said, hopefully I talk to Twork today and get this resolved.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can call up and let us know. All right. Hey, man, get some sleep, man. Reach out to him, send your text. Get some sleep, man, because you need to be focused. You know what I mean? You can't be running on no 2 days of not sleeping. Your brain is not going to function like you need to. So get some rest. 5 hours at least.
Right.
And then get everything together, bro.
Got it, man.
I hit you up later.
Yeah. My nigga Roger, remember what I said, my G. You're not holding the L as a loss. You're holding the L as a learning experience from the shit that, I went through. So don't even don't even take it as, let some shit like that discourage you. Keep doing your thing, and just be more particular about who you booking and how the venue and audio is all set up. Because right now, that was just a good learning experience. But keep doing your thing, my nigga.
Appreciate it.
And don't keep apologizing to these people, man. You already you apologized, you explained, you know what I'm saying. So don't people, battle rap industry, man. The fans they full of gluttony, man. Like they'll just eat those apologies up and keep asking for more. You know what I mean? So you already made your statement. Don't you know what I mean? Don't keep apologizing. You already apologized. You know what I mean? And when you explain everything, that should be good enough for people. You know what I'm saying? I got a homie named Copeland Keys, man. He says, I don't lose, I learn. You know what I mean? So just take it as a learning experience, man. Yeah, he loses, but I'm just using that as an example. He does lose, but I'm just saying, I'm just using it as an example.
That's why I said I might just put out a public post. I ain't replying to nobody else. It's my last public post.
Yeah, and I'm dropping this too. So, people, You gotta get it all out, let it live. You know what I mean? He's a first timer. You know what I mean? All information will be sent to y'all. Okay? At least you can tell he's not. He is really being passionate about this shit. It's not his fault for other people's actions. But I will play the devil's advocate real quick. They will be like, well, you shouldn't have booked Twork knowing he's like this. Well, on that note, he booked him in April before all the other fuck shit that added on to why we are bashing him as a culture right now. Okay? So it's really not his fault. He won't be doing it again. And, you know, let the man live, please. But don't bash the nigga.